Hello ladies and gentlemen, for those that don't know me, my name's Amanda and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I'm coming today to show you a really quick and easy shaker card using the Fairy Celebration Collection stamp set, which is absolutely beautiful. You've got some lovely stamps, you can colour them, you can leave them plain. Beautiful sentiments in a lovely font as well. So what I'm going to do to make it an even quicker card, if you're in a hurry, we do sell pre-made notelets. So you're getting a 5 by 3.5 inch card, ready cut and scored, and you also get the envelope to match. And you can buy these as is and keep them in your stock, in your stash, for emergencies, for when you need a really quick card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp on a pre-cut piece of card and then adhere it to the notelet, because I don't want to accidentally stamp it wrong straight onto the card and then the card's wasted. So I'm just going to stamp it on a separate piece. So this piece is 2.5 by 2.5, and then my overlay piece is going to be, if the card is, I've gone down in a quarter of an inch increment. So if it's 3.5 the card, then this overlay is 3.25, and the card is 5 inches down, so that makes this 4 3/4. So those are the measurements. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to stamp my image. So I'm just going to line it up on my grid so that I get it nicely, and I've already mounted the fairy stamp, and the colour that I'm using today is Blushing Bride. So I'm just going to ink up my pad. Try not to rock the camera. And I'm going to try and stamp her as nicely as I can right in the centre of this card. Press down gently and then lift up, and it's just nice and simple, nothing fancy. But if you're in a rush and you want to make a quick card, this is the way to do it. I'm now going to get the little stamp which is like fairy dust. I'm going to add that, and I'm going to add some more of the Blushing Bride, and I'm just going to stamp it quite randomly, just round and about. Probably, I think I'll do it on all 4 corners actually. I think that'll look pretty. There we go, and I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm going to just blow on it so she dries. I'm just going to quickly go in with Wink of Stella. You could use blender pens and add a little bit of colour to her. You could colour her in with your Stampin' Up marker pens, or you can just do what I'm doing and leave her plain. I'm just going to add some Wink of Stella to her wings and dot some about on the little sparkles. It's not always, doesn't always pick up straight away on camera, but the Wink of Stella is one of my go-tos for adding just that little bit of something special on just about everything. I love it. Right, so that's my image. I'm just going to move that to one side, and I'm going to prepare my overlay card. Now what I'm going to do for ease, you can use thinglets to cut out a shape. What I'm going to use for ease, because this is a small card, I'm going to go in with my 2-inch circle punch. And I'm quite simply just going to line it up, put it in as far as it will go to the punch, so that I know I've got it lined up nicely. Line it up as so, and then punch. And that is now going to be my window for my shaker card. And if I just show you, it just goes nicely over the little fairy. In fact, I could have done with going in a bit closer with the sparkles, which I'm just going to go back and do. Just put some there, and then you can actually, I didn't realise that they wouldn't show. So I'm just going to go back in, let me have a look, and now you can see them. And I'll put some more at the top. Sometimes just a little adjustment. There we go. I've overstamped slightly there, but not to worry. There we go. And then what I have is the clear acetate. You can buy this in sheets. Again, I don't know if the camera's picking that up. And what I've done is obviously it's quite difficult to cut in a circle, so I've gone half an inch up, and I've cut a 2.5 inch by 2.5 inch square. So I'm going to adhere that to the back of the cardstock with the hole cut out, and you can adhere that with snail. Don't go too far in with your snail. You can use sticky strip as well. Red line tape's really good. Don't go too far in because you don't want the snail to show through your window. I don't have any red line tape, or else I may well have used that. I'll just make sure you've got some. Just need a bit more on that one. Okay. Try not to get it on the. Try not to get adhesive onto the window sheet, and then I'm just going to apply it to the back of where the hole has been cut, like so, and then that is your window. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the strips, sticky strips, all the way around the square stamp image. So you just put them on all the way across, don't leave any gaps. All the way across, all the way across here. Don't leave any gaps, or else whatever you put into shake will come out. Okay, like so. Apologies, forgot to put my phone on silent. Oh no! There you go. That's real life. I need another one there. And cut that to size. And you can adapt this technique. This is very basic. I'm showing you in a small size for quickness. You can adapt this basic technique for any shape, any size, anything you want. Right, so I've got those all the way around now. What I also want to do, because we've got the depth of that sticky strip there, we need to also make sure that this card then adheres onto the card base. So I need to put some of the same depth sticky strip there and there. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to attach some at the top. Just trim that a bit. I'm going to put some at the bottom here. I'll put a strip there as well. When you're not sticking to set measurements, it's a kind of trial and error, but this is the general principle. However basic or however upmarket you want to go with your shaker card, this is basically what you do. Then you put whatever you're using for your shaky bits in here, okay, and then you put that on top of there. Otherwise you're going to end up with a bit of a mess if you do it the other way around. So we're going to add what we're using, and I am using this fine glitter. Stampin' Up do a Dazzling Diamonds. I'm waiting for mine to arrive. That is what should be going in this card, but I've not, it hasn't come. I think it's due later today, to be honest. I'm not going to overfill it because it's only a little card. And then what you do is you start and remove the strips carefully. So you glitter, or you can use sequins. Sequins looks really nice. Stampin' Up have got some beautiful sequins. When I was away at the weekend and on a Stampin' Up team meeting, and I learned how to do shaker cards, which is why I'm doing one today. We were given the beautiful pink and like teal coloured sequins that are in the catalogue at the moment, and they're stunning. So I've taken that off. I'm leaving those on for now because I don't want to get in a sticky mess. And then I'm just going to line that up over the fairy, and then just gently press so that that adheres, and then that has given you your little shaky part, okay, like so. There you go, can you see that glitter shaking about? So now we can remove these. Just make sure that's all adhered properly so my glitter doesn't come out. And then I can fix that onto my card then. Like so. I'm doing it very much by eye, so it may not be terribly straight. Obviously, when you're doing it at home, you'll take a lot more time and a lot more care. And there you go. That is your shaker attached to your card base. And then what I'm going to do is add a sentiment, which I did make off camera for quickness. What I did was I just used cream cardstock, which is very vanilla. This is one of the white specialty papers, which is embossed, and you can colour over it, you can leave it as it is, and that is in a white colour. The card base is white, and then I stamped onto very vanilla as well, just to give it a slight difference of colour. So this is one of the sentiments, and it says all it takes is love, trust and a little bit of fairy dust. So inside there we've got fairy dust, and I've stamped it again using the same Blushing Bride, and I've backed it on some of the Blushing Bride cardstock just for a little bit of, you know, I can't think of the word, just to break up the whiteness of the card. I know what I mean. I'm just going to adhere that now onto the front of here, and then that is our very easy, very simple card. Just about done. Just trying to get it straight, which that isn't terribly. There we go. And there you go. There's your little shaker card with your glitter in. And that is the basic principle of all shaker cards, ladies. You can adapt it however you like. I will leave links below where you can buy these products directly from me, and go and give it a try. Have fun. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.